name is Alec Gladkov. I am a senior at Atlanta Classical Academy, and this is the teaser trailer for my senior thesis project. So for this project, we were told to choose something choose a topic that we were really interested in and something we wanted to research more. So I chose a topic that I have been personally thinking about for the past couple of years, something that I like to think about, write about, read about, and argue about with other people. And has probably been one of the most important topics and or questions of the past century. And that is the ideas of central planning and in government and economics. So for my essay, I wrote, how does central planning in government and economics obstruct people from making their own goals and decisions in order to achieve happiness? So for this, I read a couple books, some curricular and some non-curricular. So for my curricular texts, I used Aristotle's Ethics, which we read in moral philosophy. And then my second curricular text was Democracy in America by Alexis de Tocqueville, which we read in American Government last year. For my non-curricular texts, I read The Road to Serfdom by Friedrich Hayek, who was an economist and writer in the early and mid 20th century. And then I also read Capitalism and Freedom by Milton Friedman, who was an economist in the mid and late 20th century. In addition to this, I read a couple essays I read an essay by Friedrich Hayek again on more about politics, philosophy, and economics. I read an essay by James Madison on the definitions of property and who controls property, who owns property. And then the last one I read was by Ludwig Wittgenstein, which was on the theory of language games and the philosophy of how language is used by people. So the ideas of central planning are defined as the methods by which the governing entity or governing body increases its power by controlling more aspects of society. So by increasing its power, by increasing its scope of governance, it controls more aspects of people's lives. And the reason that happiness comes into play is that, and I use Aristotle's definitions of happiness. So happiness is defined as doing something that you want to do very well. So from this, everybody's definition of happiness is different. Everybody's wishes and desires are different. Everybody's responsibilities are different. So I conclude in my essay that there's no way that central planning can be a good style of government because no one entity can please a whole country of people because everybody contains a different level of happiness and different desire for happiness and different responsibilities to achieve this happiness. Thank you.